A member of the country's large Vietnamese community, Mimi Lan Nguyen came to the Czech Republic in the early 1990s, while still in her early teens. Today she's a successful fashion designer with a flagship boutique on the capital's Štěpánská Street. The shop is actually on the outside of the grand city centre Lucerna Palace, and it's here that Mimi begins introducing me to her Prague.
I choose the Lucerna because my life is between Lucerna, Štěpánská and Davice. Because I live in Davice and I work in Štěpánská. And every day, few times a day, I pass by the Lucerna passage. And I really feel happy each time I pass it here because of everything here, because of the light, the architecture, and I love the passage in Prague because I think Prague is one of the few of the city that have a very beautiful passage.
And this is maybe the most beautiful, or it has the most beautiful passages, several of them.
Yeah, I think this one is the best passage in Prague, I think so. And I love also, you can see here like the coffee bar, with the huge window. And if you are a fan of Art Nouveau or Art Deco, it is really beautiful. And here's also the concert hall that I really recommend. Once you can go there and you can have like some dance party there, and it's really nice.
Did you go there maybe for your school graduation or something like that?
Yeah, I had it, 10 years ago, and I remember until today because every girl look like bride, with huge dress, it's very funny. And in here is also like the concert you can have, like Primal Scream now had the concert in the Lucerna Music Bar, and you have also like every weekend they have like disco,
The 80s disco.
80s, yes, I love it. It's great. Sometimes we go to the 80s disco and it's really nice. Oh, and in the passage you have also the original French bakery, and the woman it's called Saint Tropez, and the woman, she is from Saint Tropez, and she really import the butter and the sugar from France. And if you want like the real French croissant, you buy it here in Lucerna Passage.
Well, so you're telling me where we're standing now is, I don't know, maybe 100 meters from Wenceslas Square. But you're not so fond of Wenceslas Square.
Yeah, I don't like Václav Square. My first impression of Václav Square is at the beginning when I came here in 1993. And the first place my mom took me to Prague, to the center, is Václav Square. I look at the square and I say, wow, it's so strange. It's not ugly, it's not beautiful, it's strange. It's like...
It's not even a square.
Yeah, it's not even a square. It's like boulevard or something like this. Why they call it square, It's not square. And everything around, McDonald's, it's okay. But the shop and everything, the atmosphere is so strange.
Well, for me, there's simply nothing on it. There's no bar, there's no restaurant that I would go to.
Exactly. And for me, it's like, because I'm really, every day I go to work in Štěpánská, and every day I pass by the Václav Square, and if I have to choose somewhere to go to eat in Václav Square, I can't recommend nobody, nothing there. Really strange place.
Though mere meters from Wenceslas Square, Františkánská zahrada feels like a world away. A small bush-filled park hidden inside a city block, it's a spot where many Praguers come to relax, or at least take a shortcut. Mimi Lan Nguyen is a frequent visitor.
I love this place. For me, it's like ocean in the center of Václav Square. When you come to the garden, especially in the summer, it's beautiful because it's a lot of roses here and green. Even in the winter, it's also nice and it's quiet, and it's like you come to completely different place. I have two kids, And they used to go to visit me in Štěpánská, and then they wait there for me when I end my show, my work, and then I took them here to the garden, and here you have like really beautiful new reconstruction, like kids
Playground?
Yeah, playground for the kids. And you can buy, we used to buy ice cream in the Svetozor, and then we come here to eat the ice cream.
Which is maybe Prague's most famous ice cream shop.
Yeah, it's also like big queue there. Even in the winter, you have the queue there. That's nice. And we always pass the Svetozor passage. We buy the ice cream. We come here and we eat the ice cream in this ocean.
One thing also about this place is that it seems to me that it is relatively hidden. That, for example, tourists wouldn't come in here, they wouldn't know to come in here.
Yeah, it's true. If you don't know about the place, you can't find it. Maybe it is in the map, but you have to look a lot.
There's one kind of negative side, I would say, also of this park. Even as we walked in here, we passed some what looked like drug addicts maybe doing some of what they do.
Yeah, it's true, because here's a lot of places look like that. I don't know how we say in English. And you
kind of like grottos or places to hide, basically.
Yes, places to hide. So you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to hide. So sometimes you meet like those people, hiding there.
I guess in the middle part of the park, people don't walk so much. It's more around the edges that people walk. So people could get up to all kinds of business here in the middle.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, like now in the winter, maybe it's not like that busy. But in the summer or in the spring or like autumn, all of the chairs are like full. You can have like seat here, but it's really a very nice place to have a date or or I don't know, business lunch. Why not?
A business picnic.
Yes, business picnic in the center of Prague. Why not? It's much nicer than sitting somewhere in the restaurant.
Also, one thing that I've always found slightly strange here is this shop over here. It's like a little house. It's called Tribu or something. And somehow it stands alone here in the middle of the park.
Yeah, it's very funny. The girl who owns it, her name is Camila. I know her, and she's like a fan of alternative design shop, design clothes. You can go in and you can find like very special thing from like some designer, very, very like limited, and you can find it
exclusive.
It's like the park, I think everything here is like to belong together, and all of the tree here, they are apple.
Apple trees.
Yes, apple tree. And in the autumn time, there's really apple, red big one in the tree.
I've got to come back next year.
Yeah, it's like the garden of love, roses and apple,
Just no snakes, I hope. Or...
Yeah. Maybe somewhere around here.
Taking one of Františkánská Zahrada's 4 exits, within moments Mimi and I are on Young Manava Street, the location of one of her favourite eateries in Prague, Home Kitchen. Small but stylish, it's got only a couple of high tables and is as cosy a spot as you'll find in the downtown area.
It has a good atmosphere, and also I like the place where it's easy, simple. The style here, the interior is very like simple, and the most important thing is the food here is very good. Every day they make 3 or 4 kind of food, and one thing is whenever I come here, even I don't know what they cook, the food is always good, always. And the coffee is good too. And as you know, around like Narodní Třída and Václav Square, there's a lot of places, a lot of restaurants. They are like Czech pub, Chinese fast food, and Vietnamese fast food too, and Italian. But not the real Italian, but the Yugoslav Italian. So it's not a lot of place like this place that is cool.
Well, it's very cool. Also, the style reminds me of something you might see in, I don't know, New York or some Western city with the exposed brick on the walls, the very nice wood everywhere. It's very kind of cozy.
Yes, it's true. And it makes you feel like warm, like at home.
You come from Vietnam, and one, I think, important or interesting trend in recent times here is how a lot of formerly Chinese restaurants run by Vietnamese people are now selling Vietnamese food, and they're much better. Why do you think it's only now that there are so many Vietnamese restaurants in this country?
It's very funny because the Chinese restaurant, I can say like half of the Chinese restaurant is run by the Vietnamese people, as you say. And I remember like just 5 years ago, I told them, don't make the Chinese food, make the Vietnamese food. Because I used to travel around the world, and everywhere the Vietnamese restaurants are very famous and the people love it. Even like in Norway or Copenhagen and the thing like this, the place like this, and they say that, no, the Czech people, they won't eat it. And then one brave in Vinohrad, he's the first brave one. He started with a Vietnamese restaurant, and then everybody talk about that, and then it starts. And now, like the Vietnamese people who have the Chinese restaurant, they change to Vietnamese. And some of the Chinese, they cook also Vietnamese food in the Chinese restaurant. It's very funny.
And how do the Vietnamese restaurants here compare to in Vietnam? For example, I know in America, say, the Chinese restaurants sell food that's very different from in China.
Yeah, it's a bit different because the herbs they use in the Vietnamese food, there's a lot, like coriander or the thing like this. And they don't use that much in the restaurant here. And once I asked them, like, why you don't put like the herbs there? And they say, yeah, I put it there, but then they give me back and they leave all the herbs in the bowl, And it's very expensive. That's the reason.
Because the Czechs just aren't interested or they don't know.
Yes. And they say that, well, it's better I put there like more meat and less herbs than like more herbs and less meat.
Vietnamese fashion designer Mimi Lan Nguyen was Ian Willoughby's guest in that edition of My Prague.